everybody, my name is Joy Dewar and welcome to Joy Dewar Food, Simplicity and Vitality. This is a food and lifestyle channel. We cook together and we stay well together. For those of you who are new today, hello, and I ask that you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you will always know when I upload a video which will be relevant to you and your good health. Now today's recipe is so much fun. It's the first time I'm trying this recipe and I had you in mind because it takes you out of your usual cooking mode maybe, and it's also quick, it's easy and it's nourishing. It is seasoned minced beef wrapped in cabbage leaves and baked in the oven. And for those of you who are cutting back on meat, I've done a vegan version as well. So double whammy, guys. So let's not delay any further. Let's jump into the video.
Hello everybody, we are here in my hometown and that's Whitecliffe, and we're outside the Tesco's Express, and today we are going to pick up all the ingredients we need to make our mincemeat steamed cabbage rolls. So guys, let's go shopping. Okay guys, so we've had to leave Tesco's Express and we're now at PURLEY Express, which is near to me, and we're going to find the right cabbage. We really need a big cabbage. So let's go look at this cabbage. Yes, so this is the cabbage that we need, a nice big cabbage with. Sorry guys, yes, this is the one.
So these are the ingredients we'll need. We'll need a fairly large cabbage. Can you see the leaves are quite thin and will be easy to wrap. I have the asparagus tips as our vegetables for today. And we have the extra lean minced beef, which is going to be wrapped in the cabbage leaf once it's seasoned and cooked. And we have the plant mince, which is going to be for our vegan version. I have some basmati rice, which I will cook in line with the instructions. Now we'll start with a fairly large pot and we'll have hot water in it, and we are going to put the cabbage in. You'll see the pot will have to be quite large in order to accommodate the size of this cabbage. And we'll boil that for about 20 minutes, and then halfway through we're going to turn it over so that the deeper leaves also get cooked. And now I'm going to season the minced beef, and I'm going to use the all-purpose. This is the marinade that we make at the shop, and I do have a video on how to make all-purpose and the link is below. And we're going to mix in that marinade and coat the minced beef. Keep going, and then we add any additional seasoning that you might need. In my case, I'm putting on the Italian seasoning, some thyme, black pepper, some garlic, and I'm also adding a little bit of paprika, and this will be so flavoursome. Now you're invited to add your favourite spice to your mince, the spices that you like, and you can see now I'm spraying the mince with olive oil. Now the minced meat itself generates a lot of oil, so I try not to cook with too much oil, just a little bit. So I'm now ready to do the plant mince. Same thing, add the all-purpose, and then we are going to marinate all that into the mince to give it the flavor that we like. A little bit of olive oil, and we are going to stir that all in. Bit of paprika, there you go. Flavors are amazing, and I've added some parsley and a little bit more black pepper. And this mincemeat does absorb flavor. And we are now going to saute the minced beef and we are going to add it to a pan, and as you can see I've added some bell peppers and some vegetables as well to this particular beef. Okay, and we are going to mix that in, and we're going to saute until it is brown. Now this is the time when all the flavors are infused, and we are going to simply saute it for about 5 minutes or so, because you know the oven is going to do the rest of the work once they're wrapped in the cabbage leaves. Keep going, keep mixing and sauteing. Now that all-purpose has all of the existing flavors in it, because you know we've blended it all in a blender, added it to the meat, and the all-purpose can be added to any of your recipes to add that flavor that you need. And yes, keep going, keep mixing until it comes out really nice and brown. Now that's what it will look like once it's been reduced and browned off. And that's it. Once it's at this stage, we can then go ahead and transfer it to a separate bowl and set it aside for later. Now we've now got a clean pan, and we're going to repeat the same process with the plant mince. There you go, all in the pan, again very little oil, and we're going to saute this one as well. As I said, the plant mince does absorb flavors a lot. It's the way it's processed, and I think it absorbs the flavors really well. So all the spices are mixed in and reduced, and again transfer that to a bowl. I'm now going to cook the rice according to the instructions on the packet. And look, the cabbage is now ready. I've turned off the fire, and now I'm going to take my time, and I'm going to take the cabbage from the water. Now take it off the fire and bring it to your sink so you can take it out safely. Once it's taken out, you can drain it on a plate, and we're now going to take off the leaves from the cabbage. Can you see how they are? And I'm going to use the knife to sort of cut it from the stalk, keeping as much of the leaves intact. They will be a little bit splitty, but that's not a problem. So I've laid out one leaf there, and I am rubbing on some olive oil, just coating that over, and I'm adding 3 tablespoons of the meat filling to the leaves, and we are going to wrap it. Now you bring the 2 sides together, also bringing any stray leaves together, roll it and keep rolling it and bringing the sides together and roll it. It's quite easy to maneuver the leaves because they're quite soft, but at the same time they're not going to split open. And add it to a Pyrex dish like that, and we do the same thing again, maybe 3, roll it, add it there. And I'm doing the same with the vegan mince. So you put about 3 tablespoons of mince filling, carefully in the middle, bring the 2 sides together, roll, and if there's any sort of hard bits at the top of the cabbage, you can cut that bit off and allow it to roll. Now there you have it. We have the mince meat on the left and the vegan on the right. And we are now going to bake that in the oven, and that's going to be for 30 minutes. But before we do that, as you can see, I'm just brushing on some olive oil to allow it to be more golden. Now, once they've come out of the oven, this is what they will look like. And they are amazing. They are brown, and you'll see the mince is coming through the skin of the cabbage. I'm ready to plate, guys. So I'm starting off with the vegan one, and I'm just laying it out on a plate. It'll be such a treat for somebody to try something new. And I'm putting on the rice and the asparagus tips. And no meal is complete without some grilled plantain. There you go. A few more maybe. There you go. Now that's going to be a treat. And of course I am sprinkling in my bell peppers. That's that one. Now I'm going to do the mince beef one. Now this is more juicy, as you can see, because the meat generates a lot more juice. And I am doing the same thing. Adding some rice, which I've cupped in a measuring cup. And I'm adding the plantain to there. And I'm now going to add the asparagus tips, or any vegetables that you want. It just adds colour to your food, and it's also a vegetable. So we've got that there, and there you have it. The 2 meals are done, and it will be a treat. And I do invite you guys to try this and see what you like about doing it. And I welcome any comments you may have in relation to this meal, or you can suggest any cabbage meals that you do. I did have leftover cabbage, and you can use that for anything. Now guys, if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe, like, and I'll see you in my next video.